Making sense of passive voice questions. When and why we use them. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our English language learning series. In today's video, we'll be diving into an interesting aspect of the passive voice questions. We'll discuss why we use passive voice questions and when they come in handy. Remember, understanding why and how we use certain grammatical structures can greatly enhance your English language proficiency. So, let's jump right in. Before we delve into the purpose of passive voice questions, let's do a quick recap on passive voice itself. The passive voice is used when the focus is on the action, not who or what is performing the action. Here's a classic example. The cake was eaten. We don't know or care who ate the cake. What's important is that the cake has been eaten. Now that we've refreshed our memory about the passive voice, let's introduce passive voice questions. These are simply questions that are formed using the passive voice. For example, instead of asking, "Who painted this beautiful picture?" we could ask, "Was this beautiful picture painted by someone?" The question still revolves around the action, not the doer. The purpose of using passive voice questions can be varied, but there are two primary reasons. 1. Emphasizing the action. Much like passive voice in statements, passive voice questions are often used to emphasize the action or result, not the person or thing performing the action. This can help shift the focus where you want it. 2. Politeness. Passive voice questions can often be used to ask something in a more polite or indirect manner. This is especially true when the question might imply criticism or is about a sensitive subject. For example, instead of asking, "Did you break the vase?" which can sound accusatory, we might ask, "Was the vase broken?" which sounds more neutral and less confrontational. Knowing when to use passive voice questions comes with practice, but a good rule of thumb is to use them when you want to emphasize the action or result over the doer, or when you want to be more polite or indirect. Keep in mind, however, that overuse of passive voice can make your language seem overly formal or distant, so use it wisely. And that wraps up our discussion on the purpose of using passive voice questions. We hope this has given you a clear understanding of when and why to use this interesting grammatical structure. As always, remember that understanding the logic behind grammatical structures can make your learning journey more enjoyable and productive. Keep practicing, and you'll master the use of passive voice questions in no time. Until next time, happy learning!